Hey guys, it's Chris. Tonight we're going to talk about realtor safety. Again, some of those things that you never thought about when you were going through all that testing and everything to get your license. You're going to find yourself in some creepy vacant houses, in some creepy, seedy parts of town, especially once you start selling to investors. And those areas aren't always going to be real safe. And there are things you're going to need to learn to do in advance to ensure your own safety. And I can't stress this enough, okay? Especially as a new agent, you might be going into areas you're not familiar with. Long story short, I had to go take care of a property for a bank foreclosure. And I found myself in a really bad area of a town that I hadn't been to, where I was very clearly not only not belonging there, I was not welcome. And as I got to the back of the house was gang tagged, and all I wanted to do was get the hell out. My hands never shook so hard trying to find that key. Trust me, you have no idea. It happens to all of us. You're going to get that phone call, the creepy lead. Okay, we've all had them. The one where you hear you're talking to that person on the other end of the phone, and all of a sudden that hair is standing up on the back of your neck, and it just don't feel right, and you know it. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to enlist the help of coworkers, especially if you're new. See if you can get a coworker to go with you on the showing. If you can't, you make sure first off that they know where you're going, what time you're going, when you're going. Now, before you leave, you need to try and get as much information about that potential client as you possibly can. Preferably, the smart thing to do would be to have them meet you at your office. Tell them you're going to need to make a copy of their driver's license. If they are not willing to meet you at your office and they are not willing to get you that copy of the driver's license, believe me when I tell them that you'll have to meet them at another time until they're willing to produce it and let you make a copy of it, because then they are forced to come and be seen by other people. Okay? And most of them, if there's any bad will coming at all, believe me, they'll bow out very quickly. What else? Now, you can also use a code. What I mean by that is you're going to walk around and you're going to have your cell phone, and you can turn around in the middle of the showing if you start to feel really uncomfortable. You turn around, pick up the phone, say, "Excuse me for 1 second. Hey, Mary, listen, do me a favor. Can you pull the red file?" And that code word, red file, is going to say, "Listen, I really don't feel good about this person. You need to come or you need to make a phone call for me." Now, you need to really get to your property that you need to show early. Get in the house, lock the door behind you, find every exit, leave a door unlocked, so you can make a quick getaway if you need to. You really need to familiarize yourself with the house that you're going to show. Again, you need to be able to make a quick exit. When you go in, have your cell phone pre-dialed to 911 so that all you need to do is keep your finger on that send button, okay? Because trust me, in a spot, God forbid, and we all hope to God you never have to do that, but it's right underneath your finger. Especially with open houses, always keep your client in front of you. Let them walk ahead of you. Hey, go ahead, walk around, because you don't ever want them behind you, because somebody's going to grab you by the back of the neck, potentially, God forbid, again. You always need to have your client in front of you. Now, there's a great new thing that's come out in the last month or two, and you can actually pre-order them, and I'm actually looking further into it now. It's a GPS jewelry made specifically for women, that there's a GPS tag that's inside a bracelet that keeps a big charm right about here, or you have a neck piece and there's actually a charm so that you can turn around and make like you're playing with your jewelry, and supposedly you can touch it. You touch it a certain way or tap it, and it triggers off a GPS signal that's supposed to be 4 times faster than 911. And the point is, the second you tap it, that GPS signal goes out, it goes to the police department, and it immediately dispatches a car to your location. God forbid, for any reason, let's say hypothetically you're thrown into a car. There's a tracking system on your jewelry that person doesn't know is there. Okay, so definitely something worth looking into. All right, guys, again, please, please, please be careful out there. there's all kinds of crazies. But again, you just want to minimize your chances of any problems, okay? So always, always, always make sure that somebody knows where you're going. Before you get out of your car, if you've still gotten the driver's license number and you still feel creepy, immediately get on the phone, go like this, let them see that you're looking at their license plate number, and you send a text of their license plate number and their make of car to a coworker, okay? But always have somebody aware that you're out and you're with a stranger, okay? Just be safe, all right? Once again, it's Chris. I'll talk to you soon.